Hey, good morning. What's up? James Rice, backyard, bathrobe. Couple quick thoughts. Help you get your morning started. Help you. A couple tools that'll help you, that you can implement. That the idea is that your life will be better. Your be better prepared to reach your goals. That's what you're here, talking for, to give you some thoughts that personally will spark your brain, that'll spark your heart, and that will encourage you to make change and help you move forward. So, a couple thoughts from my morning reading, a couple thoughts from a couple conversations I had. Let's get a couple people jumping on and let's go live. In the meantime, we'll enjoy the backyard. It's a beautiful morning. We're moving towards summer. Spring's almost over, and get ready for the first day of summer. We're continuing our month-long journey into a couple thoughts. One, spring cleaning. Again, your garage, your closet, your man cave, they can all be clean. But more importantly, let's spring clean our 5 F's: faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances. Again, what I've done is I've got markers and goals in each of those areas. And then here's where I'm at. Here's the things I need to change, and here's the things I maybe need to add. And here's the things I need to change by maybe removing. Because remember, so many of us get focused on the things we need to do, which is super important. But by that same token, I encourage you to have a mindset of, what do I need to not do? Who do I need to not converse with? Who do I need to not fall into, conversations with? What do I need to not watch? A perfect one, as far as I'm concerned, is I hear people all the time saying, I took a break from Facebook. I couldn't stand what was on the timelines. Couldn't stand what people were posting. Okay, well, for what it's worth, I'm on Facebook with 4,000 friends. And 2 things. One, I don't see any of it. I don't flip through timelines, quite frankly. I don't troll to see and stop and read. And if I ran into someone who was continuously posting content that was contrary to my belief system, that was contrary to what I wanted to fill my heart with, I would just unfollow them. I would just unfriend them. And that's not information that I want. So it would be up to me, my responsibility to do that. But I wouldn't throw out all the social media. That's almost like saying I don't go to restaurants because fast food restaurants have junk. No, I just don't go to fast food. You can be involved, and you can even be involved, of course, in the world without being absorbing the negatives that come along with it. So it's up to you. And in fact, my Rise and Shine this morning says, if there's one person I need to look to help me with change, it would be the man in the mirror. There's one person I would look to for change, it would be the man in the mirror. And I love that phrase, because many times as I'm out working with people and assisting them, coaching and sharing ideas, the first thing out of their mouth is what someone else did, what their boss is doing, what their partner is doing, what the kids are doing, what their team isn't doing. And I firmly believe that life is that my job, that my responsibility in life is for me to do. Is for me to do, and then there's 2 things that are going to happen. I'm watching for the people who are mimicking me or are following me. And hey, Melissa, good morning. How are you? You know what? We haven't chatted forever. I'd love to get together with you, talk shop a little bit, invite your team to a Zoom, help them build the community. So that offer's out there. If you want to chat a little bit, we can get something on the schedule. We can do something this evening. That'd be fantastic. So there's 2 pieces out there. When I'm doing and moving through life, there's 2 things that are happening. One, people are watching me, and they're going to want to join. They're going to want to jump on board. And those are the people that I build my community with. Those are the people that I work with. And then number 2, if I'm doing, then the people I'm already working with, they're going to do. They're going to be much more likely to follow me. That's why I use ketones and I share it. I share my transformation. What happens? People that are they're with me are doing it, or people that are not doing it may see what's happening and they jump on board. So it always starts with me. And so I encourage you to do the same thing. In fact, I'll throw it out there. If you catch this day, I can't believe how many leaders are not doing the reboot. I don't know. I could ask Melissa. She's on here. Melissa, are you rebooting right now? If not, why? Well, I'll tell you why most people aren't rebooting. They're not rebooting because they don't think they can not eat for 60 hours. Well, okay. I can understand where there'd be a little bit of concern, especially if you've never done it before and you've heard other people's tales. But how about this? How about jump on it and do the best you can? Is everybody using their ketones to the maximum and doing it perfectly? No, I would say they're not. Everyone's using the ketones. They're making some food changes, some lifestyle changes, doing the best they can. Because they're doing the best they can, they're seeing better energy, better mental clarity and focus. They're dropping some body fat. They're a better person. And they're passing that on. It's not perfect. But I would also say, and we can chat this, that it is perfect. Because the fact you're doing it, there's perfection in that, as far as I'm concerned. My suit jumping on here real quick. What's up, Danielle? How are you? Hey, Stephanie. Hey, appreciate you jumping on. Questions, comments, thoughts? Yell. Love to Zoom. I should be doing a Zoom tonight. You'll see the invite going on. I don't know if you got on last night's Zoom. If you didn't see the invite, then we got to fix that. With that being said, why are people not rebooting? To the best of their ability. Okay? If you don't reboot, let's take a look at what happens. No metabolic reset whatsoever. Not going to cut your sugar cravings. You're not going to move your body as quickly into fat burning mode. Okay? You're not going to be easily adapted into ketosis. Okay? Well, and you don't bring your community together. You don't rally together. You don't help some of those overcome their limiting beliefs. You don't cheer each other on. You don't drop a couple extra pounds. You don't rally together. There's a million things that don't happen when you don't reboot. But when you do reboot, and you do it to the best of your ability, maybe you needed a snack Monday night. Who cares? Maybe you needed a snack Tuesday night. Tonight, you'll need one. Who cares? If you did the reboot, if you did your marriage, if you did parenting, if you did your fitness, if you did your faith every single day to the best of your ability, I guarantee your life would be much better. Much better. And as my Rise and Shine says this morning, where does it start with? It starts with the man in the mirror. And what kind of crew and community is it going to start with? Well, that's funny because in my reading in Proverbs today, for the last couple of days, actually, I've been talking about friends. Okay? And so as you use ketones and get better, you attract a tribe and a crowd. As you reboot to the best of your ability, you're going to bring in 4, 5, 6 buddies, friends, best BFFs, your ride or dies, your Thelma and Louise, your Bonnie and Clydes with you. It's going to be better. And that's bringing them in. But on the same token, there's always, what do you want to remove? Right? What do you want to remove that's holding you back? I'll tell you the type of friends you want to remove. And remember that words divide. Remember, malicious, hurtful, dishonest, deceptive, and even clumsy and inappropriate words can deliver a blow to a friendship from which relationships could never recover. It talks about, in here, and I could read it, but I was just talking about this, that many people, and watch these people, are putting others down to build up themselves. There's a saying that goes, one of my personal favorite, to build the tallest skyscraper in the community, there's 2 ways you can do it. One, you either build your skyscraper taller than everyone else. That means you take yourself and you elevate your faith. You elevate your fitness. You elevate your friendships. You elevate your finances. Why? Not to be better, but to be in a position that you can share and help others. So that's number one. You either raise your level up of performance yourself, or you tear the rest down. So it's easy to have the biggest skyscraper when you tear everybody else down. So you want to watch that in your friendship. So as we're moving through this month of spring cleaning, remember that your friendships are in a very important spot. If you've got toxic friends, I hear someone saying it. I hear it. We've been friends forever. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll give you a little grace then and a little leeway. But be careful how much of that person you get into your world. I mean, you know what? If your kids had a friend all the way through high school and that friend turned to drugs, or that friend turned to something that you knew was bad for your children, guarantee you tell your children, hey, I know you've been friends for a long time, but that person's going to lead you in the wrong direction. That person's a negative on your heart and soul, your brain, every single day. They got to go. So remember that as an adult. Are we making those hard decisions that we would encourage our children to make? Are we making exceptions and bending rules? And now what happens? Just imagine you bend the rule on your faith, you bend the rule on your diet and fitness, you bend the rules on your marriage, you bend the rules on your, what else did I say? On your friendships. And now by the time you bend and bend and bend, you get this messed up looking life of not necessarily acceptance, but of allowing and accepting less than you're capable of. So let's straighten those pieces out, and let's tighten those boundaries on our faith. Let's tighten those boundaries on our relationship. Let's tighten those boundaries on our budget. Let's tighten those boundaries on our friendship. Because I guarantee you, I tell people it's like an amazing suit. You may have an amazing suit, but if that shirt is for shit and a dingy white, and the belt's beat up and doesn't match the shoes, and the shoes are beat, the whole program looks a little, as they Japanese say, a little michikucha. So if you take that suit, in your case, that suit may be your faith. It may be dialed. But your family, your fitness, your friendships are not. They're askew. They're a mess. So a lot of us will ride on that laurel and go, my seat looks amazing. Well, I like that, and you should praise yourself. But I would encourage you to go, let's replace that shirt. Let's replace that belt. Let's replace that shoe. So now when people see the whole picture, your faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances, they're like, wow. And it's not, again, to brag, and it's not, again, to be better than. It's to serve. Let's see what a couple of these messages have to say. Danielle Hackney, I just cleaned my friendship closet. I have almost no friends because I choose to be treated the way I deserve. I love that. Love that, Danielle. I don't remember, exactly who you're associated with in the community, but I would love for you to be on our next Zoom and let me know and let me be make me aware of it, and let's share that because again, it begins with you sharing. And if you're brave enough to do it and you talk about the benefits you got, then imagine how we're going to impact others. But it only happens if you share. Does that make sense? What's up, Joletta? If you wonder who my BFF is, one of my ride or dies, one of my Bonnie and Clyde, my Thelma and Louise, check out Joletta. Melissa, solid boundaries. I don't have my reading glasses on. That's hilarious. Solid boundaries always get your value back from relationships. Sometimes that season has come and gone and time to move on. Amen. James Rowland, great lesson today. James Rice, boundaries are essential in many aspects of life. Love it. Melissa Fay is my promoter. Oh, cool. So, yeah, when what we want to do then is because it doesn't matter how much goodness you have. If you don't share it, then you keep it all to yourself. And trust me, that's no fun. Giving it away. I told people, and don't take this the wrong way, the best thing, one of the funnest things, the most satisfying things about making a little bit of money is not buying junk. It's not. It's being able to help somebody a little more than you could before and equipping them to go further. So I'm going to jump off. There's enough time. There's a couple thoughts. Questions, comments, thoughts. You want to Zoom with me? Want to Zoom with your crew and me? Let me know. Oh, I love it. If you found value and you believe we can help somebody else, share this, please. If you found value and you believe we can help somebody else, share it, please. Why? Because it's super simple. The more we build a community of like-minded, like-hearted people, right, and we share, the better chance we have of building, of changing lives, and the better support system we have around ourselves. So if you want change, look at yourself. Look at the man in the mirror. And then see, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And believe me, what's going to happen is you're going to see, oh my gosh, look who jumped on my Zoom. Oh my gosh, look who jumped on my Zoom tonight. Look who jumped on my live. Oh my gosh, look who did the reboot with me. Oh my gosh, look who came to my 2-person tasting party. Oh my gosh, look who met me for coffee in the morning. What happens? I get 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Those are the people I work with. We lift them up. They grab 2, 2, 2. That continuous activity, that continuous building up, that continuous sharing is what's going to help you grow. All right, I'm going to jump off. Time to practice the piano. Love each and every one of you. Give me a yell. Let me know how I can help.